Welcome back to another episode of Off Air with Kristen and Casey. I'm Kristen, he's Casey, and you may have noticed we have a special guest today. Thank you, Food City, for always sponsoring this awesome podcast. And we want to introduce you to our awesome special guest, Eric Stanton.
You are too kind. You are absolutely too kind.
You're our first guest on this podcast. So
I'm absolutely honored, and obviously you folks were desperate. So here we are.
So
let's run down, Eric. You're our political analyst here for the station. Right. You are a professor at Northeast State, former military, police,
all that stuff.
You wear many hats.
I've lived a blessed life and did 32 years in the Army, most of the time in the Army Reserve, 8 of it active. Got to go to various field trips overseas and other places, whether I wanted to or not. And luckily, since 2010, I've been teaching at Northeast State. I'm an associate professor of criminal justice and political science there. So I'm blessed. And then, of course, I'm blessed to be able to hang out with such cool people like yourself. So this is a fun part of my job right here, folks.
Well, we always have fun when you are here to be our political analyst. So we were like, you know what? You should come on our fun podcast. So,
as I said, they were desperate.
To be fair, Lauren Bradford was our first guest, but she made a cameo appearance.
Yeah.
Eric's the first non-employee of WCYB.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, and trust me, I'm out here in the visitor parking, so I'm definitely not employed.
Oh, man. I love it.
Well, obviously, we did not do a podcast last week because somebody was on vacation last week. So why don't you tell us about your fun times back in your home state?
Yes. So I went to Georgia to visit my parents. They live in the Savannah, Georgia area. So just went back to Georgia for a little bit just to visit them, swim in the pool, relax in the pool. Yes,
this looks like a new phone, Kristen. Do you want to have a story to tell about that?
I do have a new phone. So I had an iPhone 13, something like that, not bad. Well, I had cracked it. Oh. I cracked the back glass. I cracked the front glass, but I was holding on because I had gone to the AT&T store like a few months ago and they were like, well, you should really hang on because the new iPhone's being released in September. So you'll be able to get the 16, which is the newest right now, for like way cheaper if you wait. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wait because it had a crack on the back. Not that big of a deal. Well, while we were home in Savannah, my 5-year-old decided that it would be fun to chuck the phone into the pool.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
In goes the phone. And because it was cracked on the back glass and the front glass, there was no saving it. When I tried putting it in rice, I tried all the things. When you turn it on, it would like blink and like the whole front screen was like yellow. And I had to, when I turned it on, I had to guess where like where the numbers were to open it because I had a passcode on it. I had to guess, but luckily I used my phone so much I kind of knew like just by closing my eyes where they were. And then when you would open it up, I luckily could like get into my apps enough to like get my iCloud password and like all of those things, make sure it was backed up, and then went to the store in Savannah to get a new phone. So was not hoping to spend, $200 to get a new phone.
So this is the 15?
No, this is the 16.
You did get the new one.
I did get the new one because, in news, we spend so much time on our phones shooting video, pictures for social media, for now. I mean, sometimes we even run cell phone video on the news. Yeah. So I was like, I really need to have a good camera. So
you're saying if I were to come and work for you guys full time, that my flip phone wouldn't work?
That would be a problem.
When did you first get a cell phone?
Well, you gotta remember, I'm 55 years old. I'm like the old guy in the room in here, and so I remember.
When was your first cell phone?
Oh my goodness, my first was a bag phone, and it was probably
I don't even know what that
is.
Or a permanent mount phone in the car. Some of our viewers might understand what this is, but the bag phone you actually carried around. It looked like a big purse or little briefcase, and of course you were cool if you had the thing. And I'm surprised we all ended up with cancer because apparently these things put out so much power back then.
Oh, no.
But yeah, my first one that I can really remember was probably early to mid 90s. And, before then, I tell my students, I said, you guys got it made because, they got AI. They act like we're stupid. We don't know. But they got, AI and they have, they go on Google searches and all this other stuff. Back in the old days, I said, we had Dewey Decimal Systems. And
you have to look in a book.
And hopefully the book's here in the library. And then you got to find it. Then if you like it, cite it, whatever. And I said, you guys, by the way, we had to pay people to type papers for us too. So, technology's come a long way to the fact where my wife right now is in Okinawa. And I'm sitting there talking to her just like she's sitting here right next to us. So technology's come a long way. I like sticking to my old flip phone just because it's easier for us older folks to understand.
So you still have a flip phone?
I still have a flip phone.
Wow.
Absolutely. Still have a flip phone. It's easy. If I need to call somebody, it's right there. So it's
I had a flip phone for a while when
you
Kristen
did.
first knew me.
Yeah. I used to make fun of you for that.
Actually, I hear that flip phones are actually coming back. A lot of younger folks, Gen Zers, are picking up the flip phone and stuff like that. They probably won't keep it because
that's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a percentage of the capacity of what you have right there. So
no, I mean, this is like a mini computer basically.
Absolutely.
That you tote around with you. And
are you sure that you didn't pay your daughter to throw it in the pool?
No, I really didn't. I really wanted to wait. I mean, I was excited to get a new phone, and it's so nice, by the way. If you need the camera is really nice, and that's what I was really excited about, and the video capabilities. So I was happy about that. But like I said, that was $200 that I really didn't want to pay. That I ended up having to, plus the payments that I'm making on the phone. So, but yeah, so that happened. But I had a nice time. Other than that, I had a nice time at the pool. We went to the beach. So that was nice. 5-year-old loves the waves and the sand. So all in all, a good time.
Yeah, you know what though? Always remember, Georgia started out as a prison colony, and not much has changed since then. Sorry for all my friends from Georgia.
No,
sorry.
Savannah's beautiful though. If you haven't been to Savannah, go to
Savannah. I've spent some time at Fort Stewart. And I know how beautiful Hinesville is.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for anybody from Hinesville.
You two, I know, can bond in this conversation. I don't know much to add to the.
Yeah, it's typical Army community right off there. So if you're looking for typical Army community, there you go.
Go there.
Go to Hinesville, Georgia.
Don't go there.
We do a game, Eric. We're going to bring you in on this. Ethan, our producer, hops on here to do the blind resume game. You know how this works?
I do not. So you're going to have to tell me.
So Ethan's going to give us a category. Then he's going to give us 5 choices, one at a time. We rank them 1 to 5. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. But the catch is you don't know what's coming next.
All right.
So you can't change it. So if you pick it as number 1, you got to keep it at number 1 no matter what comes next.
All right. Okay. All right.
Since we have a special guest today, I'm going pretty basic, I guess. So we're just going to do chip flavors for today.
Chip flavors. We did have chips tonight.
All right.
We did have chips for dinner. So, so the first one will be barbecue.
Okay.
Eric is our guest. You go first.
Okay. So barbecue. Okay. All right.
1 to 5.
1's the best, 5's the worst.
I know. I'm going to say a 4. I like barbecue. Okay. But it's, with all these different flavors they got out there, and it's a lot of these experimental flavors that Lay's and other people come out with. I wish the people Food City bring some chips right now. As a matter of fact, I could use some. As you can tell, I'm pleasantly plump. But yeah, I'm just gonna. What did I say on that one? A 4. I'm gonna stick with the 4 on that one.
Ethan, you could not have picked a better one to start off with because I love a barbecue chip. I think it's the best of all chips. Number 1.
Number 1. Well, okay.
If I were to go somewhere, I'm not a big chip person, to be honest, but if I were just to go and get chips.
Any kind, you're going barbecue. So there's nothing possibly that he can say next down the line that's going to
So there's only one other thing that could possibly beat out number 1, but I don't think it's going to make the list. So I'm going to go 1. All
right, I'm going to go 3 for barbecue. I think it's solid. I don't love them. I don't hate them. I do enjoy barbecue, so I'm going to go right in the middle with number 3.
And he's our finicky eater, so
yes, that is true.
Yeah,
I'm the pickiest of the 3.
I was going to say if he says that, then that's probably what it is.
Second one, I got Doritos, just basic nacho cheese Doritos.
That's another good one.
I'm actually with that one. I'm going to go with. I want to say 2, but I want to say 2 for later. I'm going to go with 3. 3 on that.
I am going to go. It's between 2 or 3 for me. I'll go 3. I think 3 is a solid place for Dorito nacho cheese.
I'm going to go 4. I would rather have barbecue over Doritos. So that reminds me of my childhood. I had there's a bunch. I don't think probably since I was like 12. I don't know how many Doritos had. I kind of lost the taste for those. So I'm going to go 4 on Doritos.
Cool. But you picked a good nacho cheese is better than Cool Ranch.
Yes,
Let me just say that.
I agree.
Red bag over blue bag.
And let me ask you guys this: is it me or is it kind of like a beer? The first several are just awesome. Then after that, you're like, all right, this is a little better. I need to do something else. Is it me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, Doritos is one of those things at first is just awesome, and then you're like, let's go with something else.
This one might be Casey's number 1. Plain chips.
Just plain.
Just
like
plain for plain Casey. Original Lay's original plain, no flavor.
Classic.
Okay.
I'm
Classic.
The big yellow bag.
Yeah.
When in doubt, go with the big yellow bag. I'm actually going to go with the 2 on this one. Let me tell you why on this one is because I love dipping my chips in different things, and it's a perfect chip to dip.
Yeah, like a French onion.
Yeah, absolutely.
It goes with a lot.
So I'm going to do number 2 on that one.
As long as you don't double dip the chip.
Don't double dip the chip.
No.
I'm going to go 4 on the classic. 4 on the classic.
Wow. Remind me not to bring those to her party.
You must be a Seinfeld fan, obviously. You got the double dip reference.
Yeah,
Kristen
absolutely.
and I, that's one of our favorite shows.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got that. I'm going to go 2.
All right. My man right there.
Yes,
all right.
I like the Lay's. That is old school. You get that big giant yellow bag.
Yeah.
You could eat that for a month, it feels like.
Absolutely. Or good afternoon for me. But yeah, for him a month. I mean, you can tell by looking at us. I like chips more him. Yeah, they're just so they're good though.
Next up, we got sour cream and onion.
That's my go-to. That's the one that every week when I do my Walmart order or Food City order.
I was the opposite on the but okay.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
Sour cream and onion. You were number 1.
That's my number 1. That's my go-to. That's my go-to. So yeah, sour cream and onion 1. Now I hate the fact that I've used number 1 and 2 now because my last one's going to be 5 and it may be my favorite. So we'll see.
But I think you said sour cream and onion's your favorite.
It is. It's my favorite. So it's one of the.
Wait, one's the best.
So you picked.
Yeah. One. Yes.
Yeah,
so you still have 1.
No, he just used one on sour cream and onion.
Oh, you
only
used
got 5 left now.
Gotcha.
So hopefully, whatever he says, I'm not gonna like.
So sour cream and onion. When I buy chips, I buy like the little bags because for the 5-year-old, she likes to have variety. The sour cream and onion are always the ones that are left over. So I guess I just need to bring them to you. So I'm going to go 5 on sour cream and onion.
And again, if any of our friends from Food City want to bring us these now so we can sit here and sample
say,
that'd be awesome.
I think so.
But Casey, what do you think about that? Our finicky eater.
I would say you two are not going to be surprised when I say 5 on sour cream and onion. I don't like sour cream. I don't really like onions. The taste is not for me. I'm going 5, which means I've left myself very vulnerable.
You have.
Whatever comes next is my favorite chip.
I hope it's like salt and vinegar.
So
it's salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar.
That's Casey's favorite. Salt and vinegar.
Is that really the last one?
It is. That's what I had wrote down.
All right. It's really not my 5, but I'm going to say it is. And I'll tell you why I'm going to say it is. I like the first few. But after a while, I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like my lips are all dried out and friggin', I feel like I need to drink copious amounts of water, which actually is probably a good thing.
There you go.
But if I'm drinking other beverages when I'm having my chips, which I usually am, that probably leads me to drink a little too much of it. So yeah, it's probably pretty good. It's a 5.
I am very happy with my picks because that would go at number 3. I like salt and vinegar chips. I prefer the kind that are like the kettle.
Right.
Like salt and vinegar and the kettle, like they need to be like really crunchy. So I'm overall very happy with my 1 through 5. The one that I was like maybe would beat out number 1 because I figured it was all like bag chips. The only other chip that I think is elite to the ones that were mentioned would be like a tortilla chip at a Mexican restaurant with salsa and cheese dip. I
don't think that's going to make the list. That's very specific.
Exactly.
Pico de Gallo.
But if that had made the list, that would have been 1 because you can't beat that.
I tell you can't beat salsa verde, pico de gallo. Oh,
so good.
Kristen, you might be upset. I think you had Doritos at 3, unless I wrote it down wrong. So salt and vinegar 2 for you.
That's fine.
Okay.
All still good choices.
I know this is super opinion based, but if I had to pick a winner, I'm going Eric because he's most confident about his wins. By far, he's confident in the list. Casey's not.
No,
Kristen's somewhere in the middle because she never wins.
I would put vinegar. If I could redo it, I would put vinegar at 4. If I could drop it, I'd be right above sour cream and onion. So yeah, it's terrible that I have that as my number one chip.
I mean,
I'm
obviously the
upset.
bigger guy.
But what the common theme is, this is the fourth time I think we've done this. You have yet to
Stop!
win.
That's because Ethan
Eric,
is the one deciding.
His first time he comes in here, the guest wins the
beginner's
blind
luck.
Undefeated.
Beginner's luck.
I'm never going to win this because Ethan decides every week and he always picks Casey.
Well, that's probably why.
Not
Ethan,
this week you didn't.
It's probably
Okay,
It's
whatever.
probably why Ethan asked me for $20 for I came.
All right.
Now I know what I know.
now you
that
know
was
why.
I have a surprise game
Okay.
for you two here. This is just spur of the moment.
And I know what it is because the
All
guys
right.
talked beforehand, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not going to do that good.
Oh,
So I'm going to tell you right now.
no. What is
Love
this?
sports, but I'm not going to necessarily
All right.
do well on
Oh,
this.
it's sports.
We're going to
game?
do Name That Helmet.
Oh.
High school football edition. The helmets are off to our
Oh no.
left here in the podcast studio, and it just kind of came to me. So we're going to name that school, high school in the region. Eric and Kristen, you each get a guess.
Okay.
Name this high school.
Ladies
helmet.
first. Ladies first.
Abingdon Falcons.
I'm actually going to go with the Vikings, even though it doesn't look anything like a Viking. Just go with that. But I don't know. Casey, what is it?
The Abingdon Falcons. Kristen with the
Oh my
Head
goodness!
hot
and-
start.
Head coach Amber Gee.
Garrett Ambergy, that's correct.
Of
Met him
course,
once.
I see which
Great
one
guy.
you just grabbed, and that'd been the one I would have gotten because that's my old high
Second
school.
helmet.
Oh, all right.
Second
I
helmet.
think I know this one too.
I was going to say the Clemson Tigers, but I think in this situation, back in high school, I know that the Sullivan Central's not a high school anymore, right?
Correct.
So,
It is.
so that would not be the Sullivan Central
Correct.
helmet. I'm going to go. I'm just got to go with my regular pick and just say it's the Clemson Tigers.
That's it. That is the right paw.
Yeah, that's right, Paul.
So this would be Keith Weiss's favorite team, the Virginia High Bearcats. Really?
This is the Honaker Tigers.
Oh,
Tigers.
sorry,
Oh, so-
Honaker.
Oh
Sorry.
wait, so the Virginia High is just a V, right?
Yeah, Virginia High is down here as well. Obviously, we're not going to do that, but this is the Virginia High.
Okay, but
Oh.
that's pretty close.
Yes, Honaker. That's where Kristen had Kevin Stafford for Food City to cook some.
That's right. Sorry,
If they did
Honaker.
some-
Love you.
If they did some Tennessee schools, they're probably better at this
Oh,
than
he'd get you
Virginia
one.
schools, but
All right,
maybe not.
here's a Tennessee school for you.
Oh, okay. Kristen,
Name
I'll
that
let
school.
you go with that. I think I know this one.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say Cherokee. We'll see.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna go. Oh wait, is it Cherokee or is it Dobbins Bennett?
That's not Dobbins Bennett. I know
Okay, then
Dobbins
Cherokee it is.
That is correct. It is Cherokee.
Bennett. Wow! All right.
Excellent
Good job. Good job.
Just for reference, this is the Dobbins.
That's
Bennett.
what I was
Right.
looking
That's it.
for.
There
Yeah,
it
okay.
is.
Okay, we got. I think we got two more.
Two more,
A little
all
more
right.
maroon on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. A
for
little
the
more. Yeah,
Dobbins Bennett.
exactly.
Okay, this one's not going to count, but I'm hoping you guys can get this one.
Oh.
That one is that for sure right there looks like the
Oh,
University
this
of
one.
Miami.
That's it.
I thought this was a give me with the U.
Union.
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 Hello.
Union.
Yes, thank you. The Bears.
I was thinking University High, but I'm like, they're the
All
Bucks,
right, we got
right?
two
So-
more we're going to do here.
All right.
Two more.
All right. Oh. Ooh.
Name this school in Southwest Virginia.
I was gonna
Okay.
say,
In South Florida, give you guys a
that's
hint.
Tennessee school.
Oh no! Why do I know this? It's an Indian sort of thing. Oh wait.
It's an exit off of Interstate 81.
I was about to say. Oh shoot.
Glade Springs.
Is it Chilhowie?
Correct.
Chilhowie.
Yes. Chilhowie.
Like Glade Springs. I don't know.
The
That's where a nice
last,
truck stop is.
the last one.
Ooh, this looks like the Eagles here. I like that. Okay.
Last one. Here.
Westridge?
No, they're the Wolves. Yeah, they're
Oh,
the Wolves.
duh.
Yeah.
There's a lot. They got a live mascot over there sometimes too.
That's
This
the
is a Virginia
Eagles.
school.
Um,
Virginia.
They're
yes,
Eagles.
They're Eagles.
They're
Yeah.
flying high.
They're flying.
flying.
What's the school up there in way up there? It's far away.
Lee County.
It's far. It's
Ridgeview?
Ridgeview.
They're the Wolf Pack.
Oh.
This is Rye Cove.
Oh, Oh,
Rye Cove.
Beautiful area.
Well, what a fun
All
game.
right, that was our fun and
Okay.
game. I've named that.
You didn't give us the easy ones like Science Hill. We
Yeah,
really
yeah,
love
what is
that.
My alma mater. Come on. Give me the.
That says SH.
Science
Right.
Hill. Go
These-
Toppers.
Right. Go Toppers.
And
Class of 88. Oh, that's your Virginia. That's your
Happy Valley.
Bristol.
this is Tennessee High.
Tennessee High because of the bricks. Yeah, Happy Valley.
Happy
I
Valley.
don't recognize the bricks from the castle.
Oh my gosh. Some of these obvious ones aren't so obvious. This is GC. Any
Gate
guesses?
City?
Yes. You were going to say that. You were going to say
I
that.
should have let her go
Oh
first.
my gosh.
Greenville
We're
County.
doing really
Greene
good.
County Schools.
Yeah.
We're doing really good. Well,
That's
that
all
was
we
a fun
got. Yeah,
game.
fun game.
That was a cool.
Name that
That
helmet.
was a cool game.
Awesome. Love it.
Well, one of the things Kristen likes to do, Eric, is broaden my horizons
turn.
because I'm a very picky eater and drinker. So she brings a snack on every week. And all I know about this week is it is a drink.
Okay, it's a drink.
These
okay.
cups, they have a little water in them because I washed them.
Okay, well,
Well, where were they
not
to you to
necessary.
wash them?
Thank you.
All right, guys. So the drink of the week is a new drink that just came out.
Okay.
So I doubt that you guys have tried it yet because it's just newly released, and it is a Coca-Cola product. Well, Coca-Cola, the company. It is Sprite with tea.
Oh wow. Okay.
Sprite with tea.
I'm looking forward to this.
Brand
Let's see how it
new. It looks, and Ethan said it looks kind of like a really bad urine.
tastes. Yeah, it looks like a trucker bomb. I'll give you the trucker bomb. You know the ones you see next to the interstate.
Yeah,
gallon
so
milk jugs?
That's what he says it looks like, and
Yeah.
it's carbonated. So
Why did you have to wash out the cups?
Yeah.
Well, they were just in the break room. So
What do you mean? Like someone else used them?
no, they were just. We don't
We're
know.
big
where-
into recycling
They,
here,
they were
folks. So keep
open in a
recycling the cups
stack,
over
and I don't
over.
know like if these came from a closet somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it would be nice and like rinse the dust out.
Now, can you get the Sprite with tea at Food City? If we end up liking
I
is this
think
a
you
fix it?
can.
Okay.
I think you can.
All right.
Yep. So
So if we like this, Food City's where you need to go.
Yep.
All right.
So have you tried this?
I have not tried this.
Have you tried
This will be
this?
my
What do you
first time.
think? No.
You like tea? Like you
I do
like
like to. I do like
you
Arnold
like an
Palmer. That's my
Arnold Palmer?
favorite.
I
You
got to
like
tell you
Sprite?
guys a little secret about
Yeah.
my good buddy over here. He drinks a soda a year.
Yeah,
a
one
soda
root
year.
beer.
That's why
Root
he is
beer,
much
that's what I
more
want.
physically fit than I am. So I could probably learn from him. But this would be good. So we like to do cheers or good bottles.
Yeah,
up, or we-
cheers.
You don't have to chug it. Yeah, we're not.
Yeah,
doing
we don't have to
this.
chuck
Yeah.
it. We don't
Nope.
smell it or anything.
Then you got to rank. Then you give it a ranking 1 to 10.
Interesting. Interesting, say the least.
This tastes like
I taste more Sprite. I don't really taste so much tea.
Yeah.
It tastes
like
like
carbonated tea.
I think it tastes like Sprite that they poured a little of that like
Oh my
Lipton.
goodness gracious!
he always complains about the sugar. intake, too.
123% of your daily sugar intake is one bottle.
And I'm the diabetic one in here.
Oh no. Maybe don't drink
And they
all
want
of
me
it.
to go live on TV later tonight.
Don't
Okay.
drink all of it.
Thank you. I have another. It's this wouldn't be my go-to, but interesting combination of flavors.
Would you drink it again?
Let me have a little more here.
Oh no.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
A 3?
3. I would not drink it again.
Never.
I'm gonna finish it. I mean, not now. I'm not saying never. I mean,
I,
I'd rather drink this than a few other things, but
I'll give it a 6.
You give it a
Wow.
6. All right,
Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna split the difference. I'm gonna go 5. That's not really splitting the difference.
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. There you go.
I enjoy it. I think that I honestly though am a dark soda drinker. So if I'm going to reach for a soda at all, it's going to be a Coke or a Diet Coke or a Diet Dr. Pepper. But I think that's pretty good.
Yes, it wasn't bad. My first little taste, it tasted a little bit like carbonated tea, so that was kind of an interesting taste.
Mhm.
But after that, I agree with Casey. You taste more of the Sprite than you do the tea, so not bad at all. Coke product, gotta love Coke. I'm originally from Atlanta, even though I made the comment earlier about the prison colony
Yeah,
of Georgia.
see?
So I'm a big Coca-Cola guy, and again, I think you can get that at Food City if the people out there want to try it out. So that's
Yeah,
good.
there you go. Get in that sponsor.
Well, we gotta make sure we get them in there. Excuse me, it's making me burp already. It makes you burp too. I'm still waiting for them to bring chips to the door over here because it's been about 30 minutes since I last ate. So I'm kind of getting hungry.
We'll have to get some chips.
I know.
All right.
Well, before we let you go, since you are a professor, you tell us you are doing summer school, but
Right.
summer obviously probably a great time. What's your favorite summer activity to do when you got a little more time on your hands?
Well, me myself, I really enjoy summers because, as I mentioned, I do teach 2 classes in the summer, but they're both online. One's Intro to Corrections, and then one's Intro to Political Science. And both of them are great courses. They pretty much run themselves. And what I like to do is really just stay busy from sun up to sundown, working around the yard, do a lot of work over at my parents' house. They're elderly, so help them out a lot over there. And then, interestingly enough, I have this nice little hobby. I don't even know if you guys know this, but for years when I was in law enforcement, unfortunately, law enforcement officers, and you know this with your husband being one, don't get paid nearly what they should. And so for years, I supplemented my income driving a tractor and trailer. So I have a CDL, Class A CDL.
Oh.
I did not know
And
that.
they did not know this. This is new. And so in the summer, I relief drive for Hauser & Son Trucking, which actually is a contract with FedEx Ground. They're all contractors. And so I'll do some relief driving for them and drive those big old tractors and trailers around. And it's really nice because it gives me a break from teaching. I think we all need a break from what it is we usually do. But it's a very unique. I don't know any other professor that drives a tractor and trailer in summer. But
is it all local, or are you taking trips?
I could. I do the daytime, so it's usually local stuff.
Right.
But if I want to work
fun.
overnight, be going to places like Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga, Greensboro.
Huh.
So doing line haul, those doubles and stuff you see going down the road. But no, really good people and really good. And so
They probably need you.
they do need me. I'm pretty much full time during the summer.
Best rest stop / like trucking stop,
Right,
Where you,
right.
You have the
Well,
Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's doesn't let trucks in there.
Oh, that's right.
They don't want us in there.
I forgot about that.
I'm going to go with it was a good Tennessee company. They've now sold out, but that's okay. They're still headquarters in Knoxville.
pilot.
But Pilot Flying J. Yeah, Pilot Flying J. Loves is really good too.
Have you ever showered at a
Absolutely. You get shower
truck stop?
power. Showered, and the restrooms are actually very clean. The showers are very clean. And,
I've always seen that. I've always wondered,
Yeah,
like,
no,
if
so
people
it's
actually
very
do
clean. They
that.
keep it, they keep it clean. And trust me, some of the guys, I'm home every night when I do regional runs, but some of these guys are out there for days and weeks at a time. Yeah, they need that shower. That's for sure. In fact, I've saw one night the proprietor of a local pilot down around Exit 4 not only suggested, but basically ordered a truck or two, and it wasn't me, that he needed to take a shower. And I agreed because the rest of us, he was pretty rank. So the most unique thing I've seen, and I'll share this, I don't run out of time. The most unique thing I've ever seen is one night I'm getting fuel, and this guy pulls up in this big old tractor and trailer. He gets out, and he's in a 3-piece suit. He has a vest on. He has a jacket on. He has a tie on. He puts on these big old gloves like he's about ready to check a cow for something. He fills up and he has this beautiful chamber music coming from his truck. I mean, and the smell of his truck is just beautiful. I mean, I'm looking inside it. He has nice little dim lights going and everything. So I go in and I asked the proprietor of the place, I said, what's up? He goes, oh yeah, he's in here all the time. Said he's from one of the former Soviet Union countries in Eastern Europe, I forget which one. And he said they take trucking very seriously over there. In fact, he said doctors are seen down here and truckers are seen up here in their country. And that truckers, that's the way they dress over there, 3-piece suits and all this other stuff. So kudos to him. I felt like he was a little overdressed and the rest was a little underdressed, but
he did not need a shower.
This was at the pilot at Exit 4.
Pilot Exit 4, pulled right in there. So you might see him, folks, when you go down there. You can't miss him. Very, very impressive. I mean, he talks very proper too, and probably better English than I do. So, which isn't hard to do, considering I'm from Georgia. So
I can't believe that. I mean,
we've known you for this long.
Should truck stops still allow? I mean, Buc-ee's, should they allow trucks there? I mean, I guess they're busy enough, but
okay.
I don't know if I want to get into
trucks
this debate.
take up a lot of space, and they can get a lot more cars in Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
I love truckers, obviously.
What happens if a trucker tries to go into Buc-ee's?
Truckers are very unique.
The beaver comes out at you.
The beaver will come out at you. I think they're looking for a little different clientele than those of us that hang out, take showers, and wash our clothes, and
maybe the guy from Eastern Europe
sleep in our truck.
He can go to Buc-ee's. The guy from Eastern
But
Europe.
I love Buc-ee's. I love Buc-ee's. Who doesn't love Buc-ee's? I mean, is it me? I see Buc-ee's like, oh, I'm just going to get some cheap gas and go to the bathroom. And $95 later, I'm done at Buc-ee's.
That's what
with
happens.
a bunch of nonsense. It's a home of the impulse buy. And here's a little trivia. I bet you guys didn't know this. The owner's name is actually Beaver. That's his name, Beaver.
That makes sense.
That's why they have Bucky. Yeah, Bucky the Beaver. I heard him when they dedicated the new Bucky's down there at the 417, and he was telling that story. So,
smart man.
Yeah, smart. We didn't have the biggest Bucky's in the world until Texas, where they're out of. They had to build one there because they got a little jealous on us.
I think we missed a boat. We should have done the blind ranking on like truck stops.
They didn't know. This
I would have gone like
oh
Loves and one.
This is Loves is nice. Loves has a nice truck stop.
I didn't know Eric had timed the truck on top of everything else he does. So
my wife loves seeing me gone, so it works out. Sorry, babe, I love you. That's the reason she's in Okinawa right now. I need to get far away from that guy as I can. 7,000 miles is good, and 13 time zones or whatever it is.
Well, whenever you come here, you're always like, oh, like I need something to do, but you're out there trucking, you're teaching, you're doing all kinds of things. So I don't know how you get it all done.
Seriously, I'm blessed, and I love life. I love people, love dogs. We were talking about that earlier. It's love going to Awfully Social. Now, interestingly enough, my friend over here, not this one, she's a dog lover.
I am a dog lover. This
no,
one.
We have time to talk about that a little bit about it. Let's go ahead and talk about
lover. I will admit, I was not growing up. We never had a dog. Was not fond of them. Did not care for them. But when I moved down here, was around people. Paul Johnson, dear friend,
PJ.
Well, his old dog I spent a lot of time with, and some other friends. And then obviously when I met Kelly, she had a dog, so I become a dog person. I love Bristol. I can admit that.
You become a dog person.
But
that's
Freudian slip.
I said a dog person. That means
one dog person.
Going to a dog park or a dog event like place and there's 30 to 40 dogs running around is not for me. It never will be.
What did you say something earlier about ankle biting or something?
Ankle biters, they're yipping at each other.
What about like all the dog hair all over you?
Well, if in the summertime it's okay, you're wearing shorts, but yeah, in the wintertime, forget it. Because you got pants on or whatever. But no, dog parks with 30 to 40 dogs running around, it's too much for me.
Not to plug them, but if anybody's never tried Off Leash Social in Johnson City, I strongly encourage you to. My wife and I go out there quite often with our Labrador, and she absolutely loves it. And then as soon as our golden retriever gets a little bit older, he'll be going out there. So great people, great fun. And what's nice about, because I know there's political analyst stuff for kind of for fun, and then for you folks. And that's the one thing I don't want to talk about when I'm out in the town is politics. And the nice thing about there, you got people on the far left, you got people on the far right, you got people in between, but nobody talks about politics. We just sit there, enjoy good beer, good conversation, good people. And there's something to be said about dog lovers and just good people. I just have to say that. So,
well, if you're ever in Johnson City, you're at Off Leash Social. You might get to meet the Eric Stanton, and make sure you bring up, his views on politics.
Oh, no, please don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
The dogs are the ones talking politics.
That's right. That's right.
The dogs
That's why they have to come in there and
you can
yell at, break them up.
If you like. I mean, that'd be okay. Or anything else they have in the beer coolers is fine with me. I'll try anything.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Smash Burger's wonderful there too. So if you ever try that, go there, get the Smash Burger. No, by the way, you don't have, and they're not paying me to say this. I probably, but they you don't have to have a dog to go there. You can just anybody can go in and just have a good time. I think they got trivia on Wednesdays and good food and some.
If you're a dog person,
I am a dog person.
You can just go by yourself and you don't have to bring a dog.
Like someone that we work with near Miss Rebecca Pepin, yes. I think it would be her dream to be surrounded by 40 to 50 dogs. 24/7, and she would have the absolute life. And
that's my wife. She absolutely loves it. That's where she flourishes. She loves it.
And I would break out in sweats. So not for me.
We still love Casey.
I was amazed though. Was out there near Off Leash a couple weeks ago. All the construction they're doing there. They're building all those, I guess, new apartments and stuff right there.
Going up
close. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable.
It's amazing. It's amazing the housing boom that's going on.
How about Johnson City? I forget what was the organization put out a release. It was like that.
Wasn't like Southern. What was it? Southern Living. Well, I don't think it's Southern
Living. Like the number one place to people are moving to or something.
I believe it.
Crazy.
Yeah. We live in an awesome area.
Yeah, we do. We live. I kind of was hoping we'd keep it a secret for a while, but apparently it's
out there.
Secret's out
on some big list now.
And so if you're out selling a house right now, great opportunity. If you're buying a house, good luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
So and I heard something last night interesting. I'm also on the board for Holston Habitat for Humanity, and
guy never sleeps.
I'm blessed. But we were talking last night, and all the building permits now in Kingsport, of all places, are for high-end homes. So apparently there's a lot of need for high-end homes. They're going in there. And then Johnson City, of course, D.R. Horton is all over the place just building homes right now in the great community and all over. In fact, I think you guys just moved into a D.R. Horton community. So they're going up all over the place, much near the airport as well. So, but yeah, I thought that was interesting that Kingsport is right now. It's a lot of high-end homes. So I thought that was interesting.
I'd like to live in a high-end home.
I would too.
With a pool.
It's got high ceilings. How about that? High on the hill.
I could live in it for a month or two before it got repoed.
Yeah, there you go.
For the bank came calling. So,
but hey, we're having fun.
We're having fun. Absolutely.
We're loving life.
Yeah, we are loving life. I mean, this is good. I mean, getting good drink, good conversation, good people.
Yeah.
What more can you ask for?
We appreciate you coming on our podcast. This has been a lot of fun, and we've enjoyed having you. So thanks for doing this and for being our political analyst whenever we, have something.
Well, it costs them a lot of money. It costs them a lot of money to have me as political analyst.
It does. Mm-hmm.
Cost them at least a Diet Coke and a sandwich. So I got a sandwich tonight. So that was good. So no, I'm blessed. WCYB is great. These folks here are great. You folks are great. I enjoy living life, and I know you folks do as well. And it's good to know good people. These are some really good people that are sitting to my left. So it's been an honor for me to be here tonight. Yeah, they're looking like who's he talking about?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
No, they're good people. Don't let them fool you. They're good people.
All right, we'll wrap it up this week. Thanks again to Food City. Thanks to Eric Stanton, our first guest here, non-employee guest. So shout out to Lauren Bradford, who was the first guest. And we'll see you next week. Hard to believe, June. We're kind of winding down the month of June already. So we'll see you next week as we're kind of wrapping up June.